Hey guys, what's up? This is Agent Ortiz at AMO Fitness. Today we're going to be talking about overhead pressing. So with overhead pressing, things that we want to look for are the lumbar spine and the thoracic spine going into too much extension or flexion. So typically when we overhead press, from a kneeling position, my knees are right underneath my hips, my glutes are just tucked enough to keep us, they're not ripping, okay? Our wrists are nice and strong through our pinkies, and we press overhead. So really the only thing that should be moving is my shoulders and my elbows. What tends to happen is this forward lean or this overextension. So I'll have the glute lock, have that in, my ribs are down, all looking pretty, and as I go up, I start to lose it. So either my hip will push back or I'll arch, okay? Both are not good for the shoulder at all. That's just false movement. And you're putting a lot of stress on the back, and you're really not getting any shoulder strength, okay? So when I'm pressing, what you should really do, I'm going to demonstrate with the dumbbell real quick. Okay, I'm going to tuck my hips. We'll go for this. I'm going to tuck my hips under, get a good glute squeeze. Okay, I'm going to be in a rack position. My elbow's nice and strong. I don't have weird wrists here. Okay, nice and like I'm punching the ceiling. I'm going to tuck under, push my ribs down, and as I'm pushing my ribs, I feel this in my core. I'm going to clear, and I end up in a position where my head is just past. I basically say bicep to ear, and on the way down, I do the same thing, and at the end, I'm tight in my lat, okay? Like I could wring out a sponge here. Again, I press up, overhead press, and back down. This is in a kneeling position, okay? There's also a half kneeling position or a standing position. Same thing. Hips are tucked under, ribs are down. I push away. Notice there is no extra movement. I don't throw my back into it. I'm not jumping through my knees. This isn't an Olympic lift. I'm just talking a strict overhead press. Okay, so everything, my lat, my shoulder, and my core is getting tons of work here. And obviously, double. This is a single overhead press. If I had another implement here, which I have a kettlebell, okay, from here, overhead press, different objects, but wrists are in good positions. Okay, so 3 points you want to check real quick. Hips tucked under, okay? Ribs pressed down, head is back. And I should be only moving at the shoulder joint and through my glenohumeral joint, okay? So if you're a coach, really coach that glute tuck, okay, and that there's not any overextension going on. We should only be overhead pressing if we're cleared to overhead press. Okay, so just make sure you guys are keeping an eye on this. It's Agent Ortiz overhead pressing.